All right. So good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are, gentlemen and ladies. And welcome to Ukrainian the world's first and only by donation video platform that is designed for Western men to meet beautiful Slavic women and win the hearts of amazing Ukrainian women. Okay, so today's topic is: can you buy high value Ukrainian woman? Okay, let me play the video first and then we'll discuss this. All right, let's go.
So she's not younger than me, she's not skinnier than me, and she's not prettier than me. Then why couldn't it just be me?
Because she's softer than you. She's quieter than you. She doesn't yell at me. She doesn't call me an idiot or tell me to shut up all the time. She listens to me. She's nice to me. She doesn't make me feel like the only thing stopping her from being happy is me.
All right, well, okay, so the topic today: can you buy a high value Ukrainian woman? My answer is no. And to me, it doesn't matter Ukrainian or African or Asian. It doesn't matter where she's from. The high value woman is never for sale. I mean, you can buy a quality professional, maybe a lawyer. That's gonna cost you $500 an hour. Psychiatrist, $500 an hour, depending on the quality of work they provide. You can even purchase an escort. Again, high quality escort. But to me, I think that depends on what qualities you are looking for. Like if you're just looking for looks, I'd say then yeah, you can buy. You can. There's a lot of women like that for sale. They're only based on their looks. I go to Miami. Everybody's for sale. I mean, so depends on what qualities you're looking for in a person in a woman. Like if you want somebody being kind and loving and caring and nurturing, I think those are good qualities. If you only want somebody who's like a trophy wife, she looks good beside you, she has a nice figure, she looks good. Yeah, I mean that's not easy work, um to look good, I guess. Well, I don't know. To me, it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take much. And again, I keep saying that the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So even to some men, I might be a 10. To some, I could be just a 1 or even a 0. Like, who knows? Who knows? Whatever floats their boat, right? Like I said, like I mentioned before, that for every product, there's a consumer, right? And think about this, right? So I think a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even 3 weeks ago, on my podcast, or on our podcast. Sorry, it's not just my podcast, but well, this one's mine anyway. Okay, so I was talking about. I had a video of Sadia, Dr. Sadia's, saying that as long as the woman is into you, if she likes you for who you are, it's like she has to be attracted to you, and it doesn't have to, like, that necessarily have to be like super attractive physically. Okay, because, well, if you go to Ukraine, it's true. Okay, most Slavic men are not good looking, and most of the women out there are out of those men's leagues to begin with. Okay, so I don't know why some men in the West, I think you guys would just too beat up by this modern feminism movement crap, that man ain't shit, pardon my language. And man's supposed to do this, that, but I guess I see that, in the West is, I'm not saying all the couples, but it's a lot, especially nowadays. I've seen it, especially in the last 10 years, like the whole dynamics, like, shoo, completely switched. Women became acting like men, and men. I'm not saying that a man acting like, well, yeah, there's a lot of them like that. that they're male feminists too. It's weird to me. I don't know. This is all very weird to me because I don't know, grew up in Ukraine. Man is a man. Man is the head of the house. He is the provider. He's the not, and like I said, not necessarily he provides everything, but he's the leader. He takes charge. He makes the big decisions. The woman, yeah, like I like to make decisions, of course, yes, and my man listens to my opinion, of course, because I'm not some dumbo, and I have I'm pretty intelligent, okay. Plus I've lived a long life to know the bad from the good at this point. I learn. So, but I there are things where he takes complete charge, okay, and I just say, hey, whatever you say, I do. And there are some things where I take complete charge. I take complete charge in the kitchen. He does not. It doesn't have. I mean, he does have to say because he can tell me what he wants for dinner. Okay, but then the way I make it, it's me, or I give him options. Okay, I can make this, and that, and you pick. Okay, so but basically, yes, you. I mean, you can buy quality clothes. You can buy quality shoes, cars, electronics. But if you're already saying can you buy a person, like it's already transactional, so there will be no love. I mean, and to think about this, if you're even thinking about purchasing, like can you buy a woman, there's always going to be the next guy who's got more money, who's maybe younger, maybe better looking, and in the end, I tell you, these women that are for purchase, you know I can be a wife, yes, but there will be. I actually know this one millionaire that he married. Yes, he married a way younger, she's like 30 something years younger than him. And then there was a prenup, of course. He cannot cheat, blah blah blah. If he cheats, then he has to pay her this amount. For every year that she stays with him and being faithful. Then she gets 1 million or something like this. And but is this the life you want? Like, why purchasing people? What are we like? What are we, slaves? I mean, if you're thinking about purchasing somebody, that's already something wrong with you. Like, and I believe that karma is gonna come back and bite you in the ass because purchasing. You what is it? You reap what you sow. No, you sow what you reap. So anyway, let me see the comments. By the way, hi Bill, hi Sphere, hi Anne, hi guys. You're so loyal to me, always here, and it makes me feel so good. Thank you. Okay, so why are they signing up for this on this on for sale list? Okay, well, first of all, they're not for sale. It's their information, and matchmaking is for sale. It's the matchmaker here, that she's the one who she's a psychologist, so she spends a lot of time doing this. Do you think that this is an easy work to do, to match up to complete strangers? No, she puts in serious amount of time. So, and then all the people that are working on the website, it's to pay the us, to keep this company going, to collect the data, to keep the data, to update it, to vet the women. It's not like just, oh, okay, let's collect a bunch of pretty pictures here, slap them on the website, and then here you go and sell them. That's not how it works. You have to understand. You think I work for free here? I mean, I don't make much, but I also, it's not even about that. I believe in the product. So I've worked before in sales where I did not believe in it, but I needed a job. So I really had no choice, and it was the only job available for me. And still I couldn't lie to people. Okay. I just couldn't. There was one couple that came in, they wanted to buy this machine. It was many years ago. I think it was like 2012 or something. Anyway, and it was $300, and I was like, it's not. You know what? Because I see that they're being stupid. The place I worked at is as seen on TV stuff, right? So it's an elderly couple. They watch. Excuse me, I don't know what's wrong. Anyway, So this couple, elderly, wake up probably like 4 o'clock in the morning and watch this garbage, and then they come in. They wanted to spend money. I didn't realize my regional manager came in because I was talking to them, and I told him he was behind me. I said, "Sorry, dude, no, don't." Not so sorry, I told the couple, don't buy this, and then he gave me, it's like, what are you doing? But then that couple still ended up spending the same amount of money, but they bought other stuff. So they just want to spend money, I guess. But I didn't want them to buy garbage. So, but anyway, okay, guys, before we continue, let me play this video because we have a special for you guys. It's Black Friday special. And I believe there's only one spot available. So let me play this for you.
Welcome to our 2024 crazy Black Friday special. Imagine if instead of paying $10,000 or $20,000 for unlimited matchmaking, unlimited contacts, unlimited coaching, you could pay only $997 and get unlimited coaching, unlimited matchmaking. Is that insane or what? Welcome to our Black Friday 2024 special, where 3 of you lucky blokes will get just that. So I'm shooting this video basically for you 3 guys, so you know exactly how this is going to work. And okay, so basically, if that interests you and you want to jump right on it, you want to get in the queue, lock yourself in. So what you want to do is go to matchguarantee.com/Black Friday, or that link is in the description below this video as well. Fill out that questionnaire, which is time-stamped, okay? So we're gonna get obviously more than 3 applications. So then what determines the 3 lucky guys? Whoever makes their $997 payment first, right? The first 3 guys get in, and when this deal is done, it's gone forever, baby. Just to give you an inside perspective, what a crazy cheap deal this is. Our cost per client is just under $5,000. That's at the end of last year, we added up all of our costs, right? Corporate costs divided by number of clients, and it was just under $5,000. So that's what a great smoking deal this is. Okay, so what you want to do, fill out that questionnaire first. Let me explain how it works exactly. So you make a $997 payment. That's the initial fee, right? And what that entitles you to is you start the process by choosing 10 ladies from our website. Then we reach out to them and see if they have mutual interest in you by your pictures and your introductory letter. And then you choose one top lady that has mutual interest in you, and you do a Zoom first date call. She might be in Ukraine, she might be in Germany, she might be in Canada or America, right? And then basically, if you guys have a mutual connection, then you start a relationship, which means we give you her contact information, and you can talk to her however you want, by WhatsApp video, Zoom, what have you. Okay, so then after you've been in a relationship for 2 weeks with one lady, we consider that success, okay? And success triggers a monthly payment of $500 a month. Cancel anytime, that's the beauty. So if you feel you don't need our coaching, you don't need our help, you don't want to meet more ladies in the future, then you could just make one payment. You'd be obligated to make one payment, and then you could cancel if you want. So you could get away technically spending only $1,500, right? And you could meet your future high quality Ukrainian wife, okay? Now, what does the $500 a month payment get you? What it gets you is unlimited dating with our ladies, right? Because you don't want to pigeonhole yourself. You don't want to feel like that's the problem in the West. We feel we don't have any choice. So we settle, right? Oh, this girl's good enough. And you end up marrying her, and it's not the right person. And that's how divorces happen, right? So what your $500 a month buys you is you can continue dating, right? Our ladies, if you need to, right? And also coaching. Our clients all need coaching. Okay, they run into relationship hiccups. And then, if they don't get good counseling, good guidance on it, often they screw it up. So you really do need unlimited coaching. That's why we provide that. Okay, so once you stop your $500 a month payments, though, you lose that $997. And if you want to date again, you'd have to start over and become a client the old way, right? Which is typically most clients are paying $10,000 up front, and then away they go with the unlimited dating, okay? So basically that $500 a month is your insurance policy, right? You might be dating somebody, but it might only last for 2 months or 3 months, and you might need to date again. So it's kind of like your insurance policy. So that's how it works. If you have any questions, please call us on our Vancouver number, 604-998-8051. Okay, so the first 3 lucky guys, again, that go ahead and fill the first questionnaire in matchguarantee.com/Black Friday. That link is in the description below. You've got the first timestamp. Then we will send you payment link. And once you pay your $9.97, if we accept that payment, you're in. Okay? So I wish you all the luck on this Black Friday special. I don't know that I'll ever do something this crazy cheap again. And happy holidays.
Okay, so there you have it, gentlemen. And okay, let's see the comments because I really need to do. Okay, so yes, again, Sphere. You say they're for sale. No, they're not for sale. They're also looking for men. They want a good relationship. They want to be happy. Okay, if anything, there's Ukrainian women settle in Ukraine because there's shortages of men, and there's one man for every 4 women, and it used to be before the war, so right now even less. So, but you say what about us? Do you think we're gonna do it for free? Why would psychologists put in all her time? Why would we have life coaches here? How do we get paid? We're gonna do it for free? No, gentlemen, if you don't want to pay for it, then might as well go on your own and find it, but you don't have good luck in there. So yeah, that's my point. I said, I say what I say and I mean what I say. So okay, moving on. Okay, so they are having Black Friday sales. Can I buy a beautiful Ukrainian woman 50% off? No, you can't. Again, you can't buy a woman. We provide services. We match you with with women that have the most interest, just like Joe explained in this video. We provide coaching, because obviously, guys, you can't do it on your own. And most of you guys, I know, I see damaged men here by these modern, women and these feminist movements and stuff. And you guys are so out of touch with yourselves that you can't even really talk to a woman without even expecting her to be entitled or being condescending and stuff like this. So we are here to provide services for you, and you're the one who choose the woman. And do you think that all the women are so desperate and gonna the first guy they see is gonna be, yes, please? No. That's why we have so many women that they're not gonna just settle for anyone either. Because people have standards, people have boundaries. Some women, they need someone who maybe a little bit taller, maybe some want something else. It's like I mentioned before, for every product there is a consumer, and sometimes it's time consuming actually to find somebody. It took me 42 years to find someone that loves me for me, and all I wanted is to be loved and appreciated, because person before him never appreciated me for me. Okay, so anyway, let's see. Yeah, Bill, 50% off. That was funny. Okay, let's see. Happy weekend, Zhenya, and everyone. Happy weekend, and hello, my troll. I like it when you're here. Zhenya, not saying, but you just said, what did I say? What? I said a lot of things. Be more specific. Pimping Joe needs some cash for his taxes. You're funny. No, does he look like a pimp to you? I look stupid, and I no, he just look pimp. There have been in Japan that are buying artificial women. Yeah, robot, android, programmable for girlfriend and marriage. Oh yeah, Japan. What are you talking about, Japan? It's women. I mean, it's it's moved into the West. I actually watched some videos of men that so down, by all these feminist crap, that they just decided, yeah, okay, she's kind, I guess, but, at least she doesn't talk back to me, she doesn't freak out, or it's easy to deal with it. Shut her off. That's it. There's no mute button. There's no remote to a woman, no mute button, I guess. No, I mean, I get it. Finding a good finding the right partner isn't easy. And I mean, some people would think, like, when my people that I meet and they ask me that I was in an abusive relationship for so long, and they would be like, well, you really thinking you have any men? And that's not as easy as it looks, just any man. No, not obviously not any. That's number one. It's about having the right connection with the person. And that's why we have life coaches here. That's why we have our psychologist that is 25 plus years been doing it, and matchmaking. She specializes in this, so she will find if not the perfect, but pretty damn close to perfect, the best women for you to match up, and you try it out. It's not, I mean, it's I don't know what you got to lose. I mean, just think about, by the way, just think about, you think, oh, $1,000 is a lot. Yeah, but just ask yourself, oh, the last time you were on a date, how much money you spent on the dinner? If it's in hundreds of dollars, think about that. All you need to do, if it's $200, 5 dates, and there you go. And then she'll be like, okay, thanks for all the dinners, I gotta go. Anyway, let's see some more comments here. Okay. The artificial woman, yes. Good idea, Bill. Can they be turned off when the game starts on TV? Yes. And those things cost you like 20 to 30 grand. Okay, so yeah, I guess she doesn't cook for you. She just does the things that you can just hire a prostitute. Like, anyway, my point. Do you have 30 grand up front? Anyway, sure, or enjoy the game. Okay, let's see what else. 100 spots available, but for marketing, only one spot available. And I honestly, I don't know how the marketing works. All I know that this is a good deal, and 5 per month multiplied by 12 is for 12 months, still cheap, but not for everyone. Of course, it's not. Yeah, but you know what, guys? Obviously, you guys are here that because you have pretty good jobs and you have the means, right? But from my point of view, you're here because in life, you even having that money, you being nice, kind, but you still can't find happiness. Just don't have to tell me. I don't care how much money you spend on your days, but be realistic. Out of like, how long have you been single, and how much money have you spent on dates all this time, and how many dates you actually been on, and how many of them are successful? I'm guessing none, because you're here. So come on, let's stop playing this game. You're here for a reason. So let's go. Nothing is free. Well, no, and there's something free. Okay, well, for starters, air is still free. So thank you for that. And also, you know what's free? It's cheese in the mousetrap. Okay. Not cheap for a second-hand woman. You can almost live in Ukraine for $500 a month and have free access. Well, why don't you? Why don't you go there? What's stopping you? Yeah, I mean, $500, you know, like $500, you can probably live like a king. Why not? I did not. Okay, listen, Jenny, you turned this topic today into marketing pitch. No, because you guys have started with your comments here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I just reply to what you say. Anyway, Ukrainian ladies buy Western men. Probably not. What? Buy them? Yeah. Okay. I'm for sale for the right woman. There you go. It's not cheap for bad. It's not cheap for bad advice. The Ukrainian that live there is just like everywhere else. Nothing special. Okay. I guess I haven't been in Ukraine in a while, so I don't know when was the last time you were in Ukraine. But anyway, so yeah, like can you buy? And it's not just Ukrainian women. It's like any woman. If she's high quality, if she's kind, if she's sweet, nurturing, I said she's loving, then those are the qualities. Again, looks, if you just want the looks can vanish. I've said that before and I'll say it again. You know, if you just if the woman is basing everything, all of her qualities just on her looks, that she's pretty, you know, everybody ages, okay? And some people age like fine wine, some people age like milk, okay? So, but if you do want a quality woman, I know why you can't buy it. You know, you can't buy happiness. Okay, you can't buy love or true love anyway. No, you can't buy things that are given. You know, God gave us free will for a reason. Okay, and if you can be easily bought, then and if you are a person that is seeking and buying it, then I mean, both of you are kind of, I don't know, low lives, I guess, in my eyes, to be honest with you. Like if you just base your relationships or on just purchasing each other, she wants money, he wants looks, you know, then you're doomed from the beginning, you know. And I mean, looks to me, of course, men are very visual creatures. Of course, they need to be turned on by the woman. Women, on the other hand, what women want, especially Ukrainian women, they want to feel protected. They want to feel safe around the man, being with the man they love. Okay. So okay. And okay, so I know this one couple. I mentioned this couple before. He's successful. He's semi good look. Okay, he's definitely not my type. Or would not like. I no. The wife, she's very beautiful. Like she's gorgeous. Like I think she's somewhere from Eastern Europe as well, but she was born and raised here. I think if I'm not mistaken, she's actually a third generation, right? But he knows she's way out of his league, and you know they got married. Yes, he knows exactly why she married him, because she told him, yes, I want money, so you're gonna have to pay. And they have a schedule. They're being intimate once a month. If he misses that day, and if, for example, if she's that time of the month, you know, he gets cut off. So that's it. Is that what you want? You know, I don't know. And for women that think being with someone who has a lot of money, is just think again. That if you think it's going to be good, no, think again, because those, first of all, high quality men that have the looks, the means, you know, the connections and the money, they don't need to look for women. They just don't need to. Women just come to them. They find them. They research them. Okay, women these days are true detectives. They will go on the internet. They'll find you. They will find where you work, basically how much you make, what the connections, especially if you know, somebody very high value, like even athletes. Do you think what these women do? They research them, they stalk them, poke holes in condoms just to get pregnant so they can be set for life. This is just a lot of weird stuff going on. And like and I mean, from what I see in the West, again, it I don't know, it's kind of bizarre to me because I've the reason why I haven't been married yet is because I told myself I want to only get married once and be with that man for the rest of my life. I did not want to get married. I've had opportunities. I've been engaged twice, and there were other candidates that would have loved to marry me, but no, I did not want that man with money. But I didn't care because I always wanted to love someone and be loved for who I am, not my looks, not my body or anything like this. And I didn't want somebody who's just good looking either, or just that makes money. I wanted to connect with somebody who understood me on different levels, that not just small talk, and then that's it. I want to have deep conversations and spend quality time. To me, we don't have to go and do anything fancy, like staying home watching a nice good movie or even documentary, playing some board games, going for walks. That's what I call quality, okay? And money, of course, it will make the quality of life better because you can do so much more with your time. If if you have money, you can take time off work. If anytime you might not even need to work, you can do all the fun stuff, right? So the quality of life, of course, increases with the budget. Of course, that's just common sense, right? But I always thought, because I've said that before, I'll say it again. You can have a lot of money, you can be very confident in yourself. You make one bad investment, boom, all of your money is gone. And then what do you have? What do you really have? Like, other than, if you were a piece of garbage person before, thinking, oh, I'm rich, I'm this and I'm that, everybody bowed to me. I've met people like this, okay? And you think all this and that, and then you're broke next day. Same thing goes to women that only think that the only quality they need to have is to have good looks and dress nice and have a perfect body. If that's the only thing, like one car accident, you've messed up for life. What your looks are gone. Like what is there? What else is, if you, like I said, if you were a piece of garbage as a person, your looks are gone. What do you have? What else? What do you have? So I was raised to be a kind person. That's number one. It's kind to everyone. Maybe not everyone, but treat people the way you want to be treated, and love your neighbor, and just be kind, because I believe in karma. And I know so many women in Ukraine feel that way, and I'm saying women in Ukraine because that's where I grew up. So I can't really compare. And like, I grew up in Ukraine, and now I live in Canada. It'll be 26 years I've lived here. Actually, I've lived here for longer than Ukraine. My point being is that I've seen here, I've seen there. It's completely different. Okay, a lot different than just like, even the dynamics of relationships. Here, I see a lot of women wear the pants in the relationship, whereas in Ukraine, it's the man always the head of the household, is not the woman, which makes sense because in nature, it's okay. Even though it's always the man that protects the woman and their cub or whatever. So that's how I've always looked on relationship and humans. Like, the man should protect, provide. Again, it's really up to you how you want this to work in your relationship. If you want your wife to stay home with the children or be a homemaker, it's your prerogative. You do as you please with um like, as long as you guys have the understanding what are the roles in the relationship, who does what. If you want her to stay home, take care of the home, make cook, clean, this kind of stuff, you have the means to provide, and she's okay with it too, then of course, yes. But most Ukrainian women like to work, and even now I go places, and there's a lot of Ukrainian people obviously here. There's a lot of Ukrainian women that actually working, and their husbands actually can't find a job right now. So it's the women that are working here, okay? Because they're pretty, so it's easy for them to get a job at a coffee shop, even like a art gallery. I met this beautiful lady. She's so sweet. She's working. We talked a little bit. Yeah. Her husband can't find work right now, so because it's hard to find job in Canada right now. So she's the one who's pulling the weight. It's not him. And I know that Ukrainian women are very down to earth, because we are willing to work with a man, because once you become a couple, you become a unit, okay? And it's like all of us in the universe, like we don't realize that we're all one, and then we have to work as a unit as well. We have to love each other. We have to care about one another and not look at our differences. Oh, this person because this color, or them because they like their sexual orientation. No, we have to love each other and be the one with God as the only way to have a happy, fulfilling life, is to have faith, which I found actually once I left that abusive relationship, and now I'm here because I want everyone else to find this. It took me 42 years. I'm pretty sure you guys. I took. When did my grandparents were married for like 36 years, so a long time, and they met. Okay, yeah, they pretty much met. Well, they met before I was born, but they didn't make it official, like get married, till a few years after I was born. So, um, and I believe that everybody has a soulmate out there. Okay, and no, you guys are not forced to join here. Like, you can go ahead. I honestly wish everyone love and happiness in their lives. So if you can find somebody, that's maybe next door neighbor, that's, of course, that would be much more convenient. But the sad reality is that it's getting harder and harder to find someone to love. So, and for them to genuinely love you back. And yeah, so that's what I think. Hmm. And like I said, you meet the person, and you guys, for the relationship to work, you need to you, on the men's side. I believe that if you show your woman support and love and care, and then protect her, and she loves you again also, and shows you love, like she likes to cook. It's just simple things in life, I believe, that you should enjoy each other's company. um that's number one, because a healthy relationship, you have to have deep conversations. I can't stress this enough. Your relationship as deep as your deepest conversations. So if you can confide in your partner, in your wife, your husband, whom else can you, other than God, right? So I the biggest the two biggest decisions in life you have to make, number one would be choosing the right partner, because like I said before, the right partner can make you, and the wrong partner can break you. So you have to choose carefully, and of course your career. And again, you can you can change both, but once you invest, let's say you go to university, you spend 6 years, you become whatever it is that let's say, well, no, the doctor probably longer than that, and then you realize that this is not for you. It's like all these years, all these years time, that energy, effort wasted, on top money as well, right? You can still bounce back. You can probably go back to school if you want to, maybe start another career, but it's always harder in the as you grow older, obviously. And the same thing with the partner. If you marry the wrong partner and you have kids with the partner, right? And then, let's say, I don't know, 10 years later down the road, you realize that that's not the part that was not it's not the person that I was meant to be with. I made a mistake. Yes, again, you can bounce back, but again, you have to get a divorce, you have to co-parent and all this kind of stuff. So some people are lucky and then they meet somebody, and I've heard so many cases that high school sweethearts, even junior high, even like uh what is middle grade, anyway, um meet in school or in college, and they live happily ever after, and they spend 40, 50, 60 years together, and they have beautiful families, and it happens, of course. But I think it's because of all these well I I'm saying in the West because I live in the West and I've lived here for a while now. So in the West, it's just these unrealistic standards these days, and um yeah. So I don't know. It's not easy. I think it's not easy to date is because I like I said, in the West, it's all these unrealistic expectations now people have, like, uh, especially Western women, compared to Western men, of course, yes. And again, I'm not just saying it's just the Western women. The women, it's spreading like cancer. It's actually that this because all these movements, like, oh yeah, like the sixes, like he has to be 6 feet tall, he has to be six, he has to have six pack, make six figure. I can't remember all of this whole nonsense, but yeah, I can understand being a man who knows he's not a 10, like, okay, he's like a 5 maybe on the best day. And then the women that barely a 5 without makeup on, yeah, maybe to slap some stucco on, maybe can pass as an 8, right? But having these insane expectations of like 6 figures, who the hell, like, how many people make 6 figures? Like, this is insane. What is it? What's the percentage? Like 1% or something of people in the West that make that much money, or like 6 figures. You have to not only do you have to have a degree that you already paid 6 figures for, okay, you're already in the whole 6 figures, just finishing university or college, whatever it is so you're already 500,000 broke, or whatever, how much money you spend on your education. I can't imagine becoming a lawyer would be that cheap, or a doctor. And if it takes you 6, 8 years, you know yeah, it's not just the money, it's the effort and all that. So um so of course, and this high value men, they already have their pick. But my point is, how many people make that much money? Most people, what in I think in Canada it's horrible right now. Thank you, Justin. But most people, what on average make what 40 grand, if that. If that is, I think it's closer to 30 grand a year. And it's, well, right now, because the economy in Canada is horrible, and I don't it's bad, it's really bad. Okay, but back in the day when it was good, you could easily live on 30-35 grand, like even two people, if you know how to budget. And one thing about Ukrainian women, we know how to budget, because most people in Ukraine are poor. Okay, there's very little of, well, the rich people probably bigger than the middle class, and then the rest of us are just poor. Okay, equally poor. And back in USSR, everybody was equally poor. But my point is that, so we know, like me personally, I like to shop around. I've said that before, and I'm proud of myself for getting good deals. I like shopping at Winners, sometimes even online. I don't need fancy stuff to feel fancy, because I think I'm fancy already. Okay, my personality is fancy. Okay, sense of humor. Well, I try not to use my humor here so much. Okay, my sense of humor. Not everybody can handle it. Okay, but so like I said, qualities. That's what you think is. Be honest with yourself. What is it that you want from a woman? Like what do you want from a woman? And that's why we have this wonderful matchmaker. She finds our fellow men, beautiful women that have a lot in common, right? And again, I've said that before, that Slavic men, they're on average, I want to say, in my eyes, on average, between 3 and 4. Yeah, not more than 5. That's average. Western men, in my eyes, always have been, always will be above 5. That's for sure. Average American, average Canadian, to me, like look wise. Okay. I don't know what it is about the genes, and it's so crazy, like you go to Ukraine, you go to Russia, man, it just, no, not good looking. I don't care if they get pissed off about me saying that, it is what it is. This is my opinion. You don't like my opinion, too bad, so sad. I have my voice. Okay. So don't like to hear it. Ta-ta. Okay. But in the West, I don't know. It's men are better looking here. I don't know what it is, but I think I do. I think it's the personality. Honestly, it's the personalities. Because Slavic men, they're kind of abusive. They're just very entitled. If you ask me, they're super entitled. They know that there are more women than men, so they're super entitled. What, my dinner's not ready? Or what the hell? Like, where's my dinner? Like, oh, and it's, that's why Ukrainian woman just want someone who appreciates them. To me, I love cooking, but if I have to cook for someone that is giving me crap, oh, this not enough salt, or this is not good, that's just just screaming at me or whatever, just being ungrateful for the things that I do, clean the house. It's like, and I know I do this because I want to. But if you're gonna throw it in my face and say, "Oh, this is not done right. This is not done right," well, where's the appreciation? And I know that Slavic men are just not really good at communicating. They're really not in touch, I guess, with their feelings. And Okay, don't get me wrong. I don't want a sissy man that cries over every little thing. No, but I want a man to have emotions. Not necessarily out there in public. I want him to be strong and very assertive and, and kick ass if he needs to. But at home with me, if he's having a hard day, I want him to come and tell me if there's something bothering him. I want to know. I ask him how his day went. Tell me about your day. What upset you? Did anything upset you? Would you like a shoulder rub? Like just be kind and loving and caring. And that's how you know healthy relationships work. You support each other. Of course, if my man needs a shoulder to cry on, yes, I'm here for you. But so that's what I know about Ukrainian women. Very compassionate, I guess. Putting up with a lot of crap that or we've seen our moms or aunties or putting up with. We're still soft. We're soft people. We're soft women. We're feminine. Coffee's so good. Um, Nurturing and caring. We just want to love and be loved, just like you guys too. You're obviously here. You want to find someone that will love you for you, and not for your money. And of course, I totally understand where you're coming from, gentlemen. Too. It's like, oh well, what guarantees do you have? What guarantees do you have in life that you're gonna be alive tomorrow? What are the guarantees? Okay, and if you don't invest in your own future, in yourself, then just give up. I mean, you can't expect everything just to come to you without doing any work. Okay, and sometimes work means putting in money. Okay, in because services cost money, right? But um so and time time is time is worth more than money, because money is like comes and goes, and time, once it's gone, it's gone. It doesn't come back. So it's exhausting to try and find someone who will appreciate you for you. This is why we have matchmaking here and life coaches here too. I and up until I started therapy, I thought I didn't need it. Nah, I'm fine. I'm strong. I can cope with stuff and this and that. I don't need coaching, life coaching, and all this kind of stuff. I thought, yeah, I can do it on my own. No, 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 I couldn't. So I still go to therapy because I need it and it's helping. And what's wrong with asking for help? And we're here to help. I mean, that's what we provide here. We want to help you guys to find love. I mean, if you don't want this, you're not forced. Like, I'm not forcing you. Like, it's up to you. You want to invest in your future, or you just want to go on these empty days. Yeah, I'm sure you can swipe left and right on Tinder and all these other, what is it, like, what, Bumblebee or something like this, and like all these websites. What is it, Match.com, or I don't know. But point being is that you can swipe left and right and then go on a date, take her out, give her dinner and buy her dinner, and then she's gone. Like, I hear about these things. Like, I have a friend that she's a good friend and I love her, but I wouldn't want to set her up with anyone because she's just flat out. She's like, I'm tired of men using me and being pieces of garbage to her. So she just flat out, yep, take me out to dinner. She was on some kind of app, and she would just go on for dinner 2-3 times a week. We just go on fancy dinners because she's a gorgeous woman, of course. So men just dropping left and right to do what she wants them to do. But she also didn't have very good experiences in her previous relationships, so she's kind of fed up with dating again. Some you can be a normal person, you can get into a bad relationship and it can hate you, and that person can just destroy you, not just financially, that you can bounce back, but it can damage you emotionally, psychologically, um mentally and stuff. They can damage you, and that damage is really hard to bounce from. Money always can make more, right? Especially if you were successful prior to becoming broke. You can, if you were successful prior to that, I'm sure you can make that money back. Yeah, money is not the obvious, but it's like once you really messed up in your head, it's for some people it's even impossible to bounce back. They need some extensive therapy. So, and yeah, so like I said, you need to be very careful to whom you be with, or my personal choice, honestly. If you can't find anyone that that loves you for you, and wants to be with you and cares about you and puts your needs before hers, and just, I say don't settle. But then again, it's easier for me to say it because I'm not a man. Okay, I know how men work, how their bodies work. They need to have a steady sexual relationship. So it, daily, that's preferably maybe even a few times a day. That's how men work. Women are not wired that way. We don't really care about being intimate. I mean, sexually intimate, okay? Because intimacy comes on many different levels. You can just have a deep conversation, and that could be even more intimate than any sexual act you can perform. Been there. So, and I cherish those moments, To me, and to my man as well, it's the most important thing that we actually can sit down, we can talk. And I never realized that talking to someone who loves you, who respects you, who cares about you can change the person. I Like I said, I was in a very abusive relationship, and I thought I was damaged. Well, I was damaged, but I'm healing, and I honestly thought that, "Bisha, that's it, I give up." And now you don't even understand how good it feels when somebody that you love, that loves you back, and just can just talk to you. Because I was so closed. I didn't want to share my feelings, okay, because I was not doing good. And now that finally talking, and he's understanding and loving and caring and protective, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. You guys don't even know how good it feels. I mean, maybe, well, I bet they differ, because why are you here, right? But I'm telling you, it's it's very good. It's very good because he makes me stronger. Because I didn't realize that, because I thought I was strong because I just endured a lot of my life. Yeah, you have to be strong to go through abuse and all sorts of other things. But how, how I needed to be weak, and I can be weak with him, and I needed this strong man to literally just pick me up and dust me off and like shove me in the shower and even dip me, soak me in the bathtub, you know, m- metaphorically, obviously. So you guys, it's so good to have someone that loves you for you, and like you've seen me at my worst. And I mean, worst, you guys, you have no idea, you have no clue what kind of worst I was going through, emotionally, mentally, even physically. I was, it was scary. It was scary, and now that's just this one person dug me out of that hole, picked me up, yanked me out of there, and then gave me love, care, and protection. And I'm blessed, I'm very, very blessed, and I want this for everyone. I know you guys probably sitting there lonely in the evening, wishing you had a woman just to cuddle up with you, watch movies, eat some popcorn, or whatever it is you want. Maybe chicken wings. Hell, now that I stopped being vegan, I like chicken wings. So, um, just go for a walk, read a book. I do my art. He reads his book next to me. That's the kind of intimacy I will choose over shopping, sex, or anything else. This is the kind of intimacy I want. I don't care about anything. I mean, yeah, of course, the sex is amazing. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So that's what you want. You want a woman that desires you, that wants you, that can't wait to get you in bed and just like, let's go. Like you want to be desired, just like women. Do you think I know men want to be desired, even though this feminist movement is like, oh, it's all about us. Oh, look at me, oh, like, why he's not paying attention to me. What about like a woman giving her man a little bit of confidence boost, telling him he looks good? Like I tell my man when he walks in how handsome he's, I tell him every day how handsome he is, and I know that he appreciates it, and it makes him feel good. And I'm not just saying it because just to boost his ego. No, F ego, okay? I had an ego death, and anyone that rolls up on me with the ego, get the heck out. I don't know. No, that's not. Don't have time for people with ego. So, but his confidence, it's tell him he's handsome. Sometimes he's down, because he had a hard day at work. Tell him, oh, he's so cute, and kiss him and hug him and tell him how handsome he is. Just tell him all the nice things that I feel about him, and takes him from dark place to the light within instantaneously. Okay, all right. Let's see. Hi, Dan. Okay, and you think this MG Christmas offer is high? Well, then I think that these guys keep coming high, then of course it is a human need. Exactly, right? Like, who doesn't want to be loved? Who doesn't want to, like, you guys don't understand. The Ukrainian women still very traditional, and we don't want to just come and have everything ready for us like these modern women in the West. They want to come, that man has everything, and they just need to sit down on the throne and then get their nails done, get their lashes done, and then the hair done, all these kind of things. No, Ukrainian women hardworking, number one. Number two, very nurturing, very caring. I don't know one Ukrainian woman that does not cook and doesn't like cooking. Okay, not one. I've never met a Ukrainian woman that does not know how to cook. And when they say, oh, my parents are from Ukraine, I'm the first generation or the second generation here, I was born here. No, you're already Canadian. Don't tell me you're Ukrainian. But actually, if you have Ukrainian parents, chances of you being a traditional Ukrainian woman, they're there. Okay, again, it's kind of hard to say because now technology, all these people spend too much time on the internet. The younger generation, all they do is like internet. They're super glued. Like I say, I take public transit, so I see people on the C train or on the bus is like this. Walk across the street, they're not even freaking looking if there is a car coming. They're so oblivious to their surroundings, like so super glued. How can you and once when it comes to even interaction, like the other day went for dinner, had some pho, and haven't had Vietnamese pho in a while. So we went because it was cold and it tastes yummy. Well, it was not yummy. It was a letdown. But anyway, so this two couples come in together as a group, and they sit next to us, and I look at them, and as soon as they come in, all four of them, they just start looking at the phone. They don't even talk. They came in together holding hands, whatnot. As soon as they sat down, it's the phone. It was the phone, and that was it. They came pretty much the same time, so I just watched them, and all they did was on the phone. They did not barely talk to each other. What are the relationships like? I'm not talking about just like relationship, but even friendships. I noticed that about friends. Like me, when I hang out with my friends, my phone is like, no, I don't answer my phone unless I know I'm expecting an important phone call or something, or a text. That otherwise, once I'm here with you in person, my phone I don't care about, because I want to have this one-on-one or in a group of people, but I want to interact. I don't like technology. It's actually, obviously, it's helping people with a lot of things, of course, but at the same time it's crippling us as well. It's helping here. It's like kind of like medicine in the West. It helps one thing, but it gives you five freaking side effects. Okay, so that's what I feel like the technology is doing these days, especially like to just everyday people. I understand NASA, needs a technology, like super good technology, obviously, but day to day people, we don't need that much technology, you know, to be around us. I honestly tried. Like I said, I don't have any social media. I don't care for that at all. YouTube stuff I watch, obviously, for educational purpose. Well, you want to call it that, but just the web, like, dating stuff I watch, obviously. But I do watch documentaries. Some stuff on YouTube is educational, and again, you have to pick and choose what you put in, feed your brain, your soul. You have to be careful what you learn. Okay, so let's see one more. Not expensive, but make sure don't drag the process for 12 months. Well, that makes sense. Well, and listen, talk to like, okay, you know how this works, right? You pick 10 women, and then you date one. If you don't like it, you don't have to settle for one. You just pick 10 women. No, next 10, next 10, next 10, and there's over 2,000 women that we have. You'll be busy. You can just do it every day, like however long it takes for the matchmaker to find you. Ladies, you could just say no, 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 next. And again, guys, nobody's forcing you. You're obviously here, and then they keep seeing the same people here, so you obviously want. I understand. I understand you have fears, but don't you have fears going outside and then some drunk driver just smashing into you? That you probably have more chances of that happening to you than you know running into a gold digger or something. So again, my personal opinion. I can't really tell you what. I can't tell anyone what to do. You obviously grown men. You make your decisions. If it's too much for you, then that's fine. You're still welcome to be here and troll me. I like it. For the question of this live, the answer is yes and no. Without money, it's almost impossible to get high quality lady, whether Ukrainian or from any other country. I don't know, Dan. I don't know about that. Honestly, I consider myself high value woman, and money to me is, I don't care. Again, I say what I personally want out of life. It's be loved, be appreciated, being taken care of in a way, like emotionally, because I need that. I need a strong man by my side to hold me down, because I'm an emotional person, and especially after what's happened to me in my life, I need that. Money, I make my own. Okay, I pay my bills. I pay all my bills myself. Okay, I don't ask him for anything. I don't demand, God forbid. No, I don't demand. I don't ask. I put it out there. I need this, I need that. He goes and does it for me. Okay, so that's not, like I said, and like I've always been self-sufficient, and a lot of Ukrainian women like this too, because they need to rely on themselves. And in Ukraine, like I said, women, the reason why people get married so young, because of these traditional values that, oh, we can't live together without being married. They get married young because they want to live together young, because they want to be intimate on daily basis, and it would be a lot easier to live together to do this. So when you're young, raging hormones, everybody gets married by the age of 18, already having kids, before they're 20, only to realize that they're not compatible and they get divorced. Okay. So again, and well, you say like to buy, money can buy quality of life, yes, but again, if I'm talking about qualities, what qualities are you looking for in a woman? If you want her just to be pretty and be quiet and just do what, just be pretty, so those are not, I don't think those are high qualities. I think good looks, of course, is it a cherry on top, but does she have to be a 10? If you have these high standards, you have to understand, if she's a 10 and you have the money but you're a 3, you will always be a 3. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money you have. What you guys don't understand, yeah, she'll be nice to you, yeah, but then if there's another man who is a little bit better looking, who's got a little bit more money, maybe a bigger member, you are going to be left in the dust. Anyway, okay. What is this then? If Elena from Kiev wants to meet you, your search time will be limited. I don't know what this means. But anyway, you guys, I'm going overboard again. I have to go. Crap. Anyway, that's just a reminder. I have to go. I got things to do. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Agreeing to disagreeing, I love it. I love debating. I like I said, I voice my opinion. You guys voice yours. I appreciate you being here. I really do. And please like the video if you like it, and subscribe. Anyway, let me play the last video of the day and then move on. For I got things to do. Bye, guys.
Hi guys! Say, have you ever wondered how us, beautiful Ukrainian women, rate you? Well, now you can go calculate your score at yoursmv.com.
All right, you guys. Okay, let's see the last few comments. Okay. Thanks you. You're welcome, Dan. You're welcome. And what is my plan for Christmas? You know what? I haven't celebrated Christmas ever. I mean, when I was in Ukraine, but it's in Ukraine, it's not like here, like Santa Claus. No, it's actually January 7th is when our Christmas is, and it's strictly religious. There's no presents, none of that. People just go to church, pray, have family dinner. That's but we celebrate in Ukraine. We celebrate New Year's, and which New Year's is the biggest holiday of all. Like, people start celebrating, and this mood goes on till literally till Easter, because there are all these different religious holidays, so people just keep continue in the holiday spirit. And this year, well, because I was with a man who was Muslim, so there was no Christmas prior to now. So this will be my first Christmas that I want to get. I want to get a Christmas tree. I want to decorate it, because I remember when I used to decorate Christmas tree with my grandma, and then one at my home where I live with my mom and my stepdad. And then on the weekends, I always spend with my grandmas. And then I spend all the holidays with grandma, always grandma and grandpa. And it was the most magical time. And then the fireworks. I don't know, like, I want to make nice dinner. Nothing like too traditional. I don't really like turkey to begin with. So maybe like roasted chicken and then some, I don't know. I want to make like so much and then invite my man and obviously and then a couple of his friends and then my friends too, and just have nice dinner, no drinks, and I don't know, just maybe have a game night, maybe watch a Christmas movie. Oh, I love, you know which movie I love? The Elf, with Will Ferrell. Oh, it's actually in top 10 of all time favorite movies. In top 10, definitely. I watched it probably like 500 times, but don't tell anyone. Anyway, send by salam to him. Okay. Yeah, well, no, that's my ex, and you know what? He is yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much again. I really appreciate cook him seafood biryani. Well, I said that's my ex, okay? And no, I'm not cooking him crap. His wife can cook him crap. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. I gotta go, okay? And don't forget to come to tune in to do anyway, tune in tomorrow morning for Irina. I will be there to support her. Anyway, guys, thank you. Bye.